Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me. My name is ALON and today we're going to keep talking about how to build a Black-Scholes calculator using Python. First, let's remember how the calculator look like. So when I hit the play button, we can see the calculator. We can enter all the parameters for the Black-Scholes. Like the spot, the strike, rate, days, volatility, and the options contract multiplier. And then after we hit the calculate button, we can see the both results for call and put option. We can see the price, delta, gamma, vega, theta, and rho. And we are going to, of course, we are going to fix these values right here. They don't mean anything right now. We're going to fix them. We're going to fix a little bit the color here and here. We'll make it more attractable and nice. Okay, so let's begin with it. So the first thing I want to do is to get a free nice new page. So this is my my new page, and now the first thing that we need to do is to import the numpy library. So import numpy as np. We want to build it using tkinter. So from tkinter import basically everything, so asterisk, and the most important thing to us is to import the all the formulas for the Black-Scholes. So I remind you that we have this code here. We build a class named BS, so we're going to import it. The code name is Black-Scholes, and from it I want to import this class. So from Black-Scholes import BS. Okay, and I want to check that everything is okay, so let's run it. So this seems okay, this seems okay also. Okay, just let's change it. Okay, now it's look okay, and let's import the Black-Scholes. Okay, just a quick little note: you need the new code for the calculator to be in the same directory as the Black-Scholes code. So you can see here that both of them are in the Python scripts library. This is the name for my library where I keep all the scripts. So it is in the Python scripts. You can see also that the code for the Black-Scholes is also in the Python scripts library. Otherwise it won't work, so they both need to be in the same library. Okay, now the next thing that we need to do is to bring the tkinter app. So we do it by, let's call it root and tk. So, and if we want to run it, we just give it root dot main loop, and if I'll run the entire code, you can see this little empty square. This is the most basic Tkinter app. Now we are going to modify it. We're going to edit some colors, some columns, and so on and so forth. So let's close it. And now I want to change the back color. So root dot configure background equal black. Let's run it. Background okay, so when I'm running it, you can see here that I have a black background. Let's make it yellow. Okay, so let's give it back the black color. Now the next thing that I want to do is give it a little nice title. So root dot title, and I want to call it ALON BS. Let's run it. And you can see here it says ALON BS. Okay, the next thing, I want to make it a little bit larger, because when we open it, it's a little bit small for us. So root dot geometry, and let's make it 550 on 630, and then oh, I put a large X. I need to put a small X. And now when I run it, okay, it's opened multiple times. Let's see it again. Okay, so this is my geometry. Of course I can change it. Let's put let's say 830, and we'll get, oh, I need to close it, just one moment. Okay, let's see now. Okay, so this is our basic geometry. Of course you can play with it. Okay, so let's see what we want to build next. So if I open our finished calculator, we can see that we have the basically the square, the rectangle black shape, and now we want to add spot and a place for the spot. So how do we do it? Let's see. So we're going to make the spot. This is like just a note for us to know that we are in the we are making the spot. And let's say spot name and equal. We're going to say that this is a label, and it will belong to the root, meaning it will belong to the black to the main app, and we're going to want the text to be spot, and we want, let's say, the background to be purple. We want white, and font, let's put it to 25, and pad X, which I'll explain in a moment, will be 30. So let's just hit the play button, and yes, white, of course, white. Let's hit the play button, and you can see that basically nothing happens. And the reason that nothing happens is because we just made a label, but we didn't told the ticketer where to put it. So now we are going to tell him where to put it. So spot name, we're going to use the grid method. So the grid, we want it to be, let's say, in the row, the first row, which is 0, the first column, which is also 0, and now let's see how it looks like. Okay, so you can see he put the spot in the 0th row at the 0th column, and you can see it wrote spot, and the background is purple, and the text itself is white, and the font size is 25. Let's see if we are changing it. Let's say row 1, column 3. Okay, it doesn't have anything else, so it just put it at the first row and first column. Okay, now let's make an entry, meaning let's make a place for the user to input his numbers. So we're going to say spot, which is a different, it's different from the spot name, it's something else. So we'll say spot equal entry. Entry is the place to put our the input, entry, and it will be also in the root, and FG will be red, and BG, let's say yellow, so we can see the difference, and border width will be 5, the font will be 25, and the width will be 23. Again, if I'll hit the play button, of course, border width. Okay, if I hit the play button, nothing happens because we didn't tell ticketer where to put it. So we need to say spot dot grid, and now let's put it in row 0, but in column 1. Okay, so now let's see. When I hit the play button, you can see it put it in the 0 column and at the 0 row, but at the first column. And you can see that the background is yellow, and if I'll enter something, it will be red. Okay, and I can change the border width. So let's say 20. Let's see it. Okay, you can see it changed the width of the border. Okay, so let's edit. Let's put one more thing. Let's say we want to give the user idea of what kind of numbers he should use. So let's say spot dot interest and let's put 0 and 1800. Let's see, insert, and let's see. Okay, this is the older one version. Sometimes it open a couple of windows, so let's see. Okay, so it put 1800. Let's just modify it back, the border width. So we need to put it like this, and if I put let's say 5, it will give me 5. So this is the initial value. Of course the user can change it, so if I want to enter 170, it will be 170. And in case you wonder what is the 0 here, so I can add another one. So if I want to enter a couple of initial values, I can do it by spot dot insert, and the second value will be, let's say 100. So I have two initial values, 5 and 100, so I'll get 5 and 100. This is the main idea, but we need only one initial value, and let's set it to 1800. Okay, so this is the result so far. Let's see the actual calculator. It looks like this. So basically we have the first row, and now let's just focus for a minute on what is the ped x. What does the ped x mean? And of course, if we have ped x, we also will have also a ped y. So let's enter ped x equal 3 and ped y equal 10, and let's see what happens. So you can see it made a little black spot here. So basically it's tell the TechInter app how much to push this label, how much to push it to the right or to the left or up or down, and how much difference we want between these two. So let's say that we want, if I'll put ped x equal 30, you can see it made it push it here a little bit. Let's put just 0 here. Okay, so you can see it push it to the left, it push it to the right. Actually I need to play with it a little bit because I don't remember which direction does it push it. Let's say the ped y is 50, and now you can see it made a little gap. So this is basically what the ped x and ped y, this is what it does. Okay, so let's set it back to here. Let's make it 30. Let's make it 3, and here let's make it 10. Okay, let's see. Okay, and now we're going to do the exactly same thing for we need a strike, we need risk-free rate, and we need days to maturity, and we need the vol, and last but not least the multiplier. Okay, so we're going to use exactly the same technique. Let's see, I have it already made up. So the strike, you can see this is exactly the same structure. We have the strike, we are putting it in the root, we call the label strike, the color will be black and white. Let's see it in action. Okay, and this is why I chose a different color, so you can see exactly what happened. So if I want to change it to instead of strike, let's say SSS, SS, and black, green, and red. Okay, so this is how we can control it. And for the entry, exactly the same thing. I can do yellow and orange. Let's see. Okay, this is basically how you can play with the colors. So let's make it the way we actually want it. Okay, so just a quick note for the geometry. Let's look it again. So you can see that this is the spot is at the label is at the 0th row and 0th column. You can see that the strike is at the 1st row at the 0th column, and the spot entry is at the 1st row, 1st column, and the strike entry is at the 1st row at the 1st column. And of course I say the 1st row and the 1st column because the tekinter up starts from 0. So the 1st row is actually the 0th row, the 2nd row is actually the 1st row. Okay, so this is how you control where you want to put each label and each entry. So we're going to do the exactly same thing for the rate, days, vol, and multiplier. So this is the rate, and you can see the rate will be at the 2nd row, which is actually the 3rd row, and at the 0th column, and the entry will be at the 2nd row at the 1st column, and we give it an initial value of 0.01. Okay, let's enter also the days. Here I put 30 as initial value, and the vol, again the same method. The vol will be 0.2, and again, last but not least, the multiplier. And now we can run the app, and we can see all of the places for the parameters of the black Scholes. So let's play with it a little bit. So here we can say like 170, let's say strike is 173. I'm pressing the tab button to go down, and shift tab to go up. Rate will be 0.05. okay, days will be I don't know, 47, and the vol will be 0.15, and multiplier I don't know, 30. So this is the base for the parameters, and basically we just finished this first part of the calculator construction, and now we need to add a button and a place to show the result, and we are going to do it in the next lesson. Okay, bye bye.